Whatever I told you, you can cut your chicken feed cost by more than half using something that grows on water. It sounds impossible, right? That is the power of this plant. This is Azolla. So in this video today, I will show you exactly what Azolla is, why it is a game changer for farmers, and I will show you the step by step on how you can grow it at home and start feeding your chickens, pigs, ducks, and fish almost for free. So stay with me because this might be the simplest farming breakthrough that you have ever seen in your farming journey. Walk with me. I know this video is going to open your eyes. So please, I just want you to do for me two things. One, first subscribe to this channel because here we don't just farm, we build wealth through farming and sharing ideas. Number two, share this video with at least one farmer because remember, knowledge when shared, it multiplies. Like this video, and so let us continue. Let us start by asking ourselves, what is Azolla? This is a question that most people have been asking me online in this YouTube channel. So today I answer it. Azolla is a small floating aquatic fern. It is a fast-growing plant that lives on water and forms a green carpet on the surface like you are seeing mine here. But don't let this size deceive you, okay? Inside, it lives a powerful symbiotic relationship with the nitrogen-fixing bacteria, making it one of the richest natural protein sources available for livestock. And actually, I am using it for my animals. It is simple, natural, and powerful. In case you are wondering, how do you now grow your Azolla? Let us now get into the heart of this discussion. How to grow Azolla. Now, step one, I want you to prepare your growing area. The best way to grow Azolla is by digging a pond. Personally, as you can see here, I have dug 2 ponds because I understand one thing, that if you want serious production, then you need space, okay? Ponds allow large-scale multiplication, continuous harvesting, and also there is better management if you have a pond. But not everyone has land, and I have considered that. Some people use containers, basins, plastic tanks, and also even old bathtubs, and that's very much okay because containers are ideal if you have limited space, you are just maybe starting and you want to experiment, or you want to control conditions with very minimal risk. And also those people that are maybe staying in towns or in urban centers, you can use containers in case you don't have enough land to dig ponds. But if you ask me, ponds win. Actually, I will choose the ponds because ponds give you volume. And in farming, you may all know volume is profit. Now, after digging your pond, let us go to step number 2. This is where you use pond liners, and this is optional. After digging your pond, you can install a pond liner. Why use a pond liner? This is a pond liner. This one is a pond liner. First, pond liners prevents water seepage, especially in sandy soils. If you are not from a loamy soil or in other types of soil, then you need to have a liner. Second, liners maintains nutrient concentration, and this ensures better Azolla growth. And now, for my case, as you can see here, I do not have any liners. Why? Because I have a steady supply of water. So even if some water seeps, I can easily refill. I am using this tap water, as you can see it here. It is here. This is the water that I use for my ponds. But if water is scarce wherever you are, a liner is not an option. It is actually very, very essential. So let us go to step number 3. Ensure that there is a proper shade. This is very important, and I have tried it with my Azolla. I have observed that Azolla which grows in shades it grows very perfectly compared to that is directly under the sun. So your pond must be in a shaded area. Why? Because direct sunlight can overheat the water. It will kill or slow down Azolla growth, and it will cause drying and stress. I see some people online asking, why is my Azolla behaving like it is drying? Why is it that my Azolla is changing the color? This is because of the stress, and your Azolla is drying, or the pond is not fertilized. So Azolla thrives in very moderate light, not in very harsh sunlight. Think of it like this: too much sun and your Azolla suffers. Balanced shade and it flourishes. It is as simple as that. Now, slowly let us go to step 4. So you have dig your pond in a shaded area. Step 4 is now filling the pond with water. You need to fill your pond with water, but don't just flood it. I want you to maintain a shallow depth, about maybe, let's say, 5 to 8 or 10 centimeters deep. Why shallow? Because Azolla floats on the surface and it needs access to nutrients and also air. So deep water reduces efficiency. So keep it very simple and keep it controlled. Are you following me, please? Now let us go to step number 5. Now you need to fertilize your water, fertilize your pond. This is a secret behind the rapid growth of Azolla. That's why you find that some people harvest their Azolla within 15 days, while others wait for a month or 2. Why? Because their pond is not fertilized. You must fertilize your pond so that, in this case, just use cow dung or farmyard manure or DAP fertilizer. For the cow dung, put it in a bag, tie the bag very tight at the end, then just put it somewhere in your pond. A common method to place manure inside a sack or a bag and submerge it is the best one. Now, maybe you are wondering, why should you fertilize your pond? Because Azolla feeds on nutrients. Cow dung provides organic nutrients, DAP supplies nitrogen and phosphorus, and this boosts the growth of your Azolla. So I want you to imagine that a plant without nutrients. So without nutrients, Azolla, just like any other plant, will definitely struggle. But with the nutrients, your Azolla will explode within 15 days. So let us go to step number 6. I want you to wait for maybe 2 to 3 days before introducing your Azolla. This means after fertilizing, just don't rush to pour the Azolla seedlings in your pond. Wait for 2 to 3 days. This allows nutrients to dissolve properly into the water. Patience here determines your success later. Rush this step and you miss everything. Now step number 7, introduce Azolla seedlings. Gently introduce your Azolla seedlings and make sure that you spread them evenly across the surface. Do not overcrowd them. Give them space to breathe, to expand, and to multiply. Within days, you will see a transformation, a thin layer becoming a thick green carpet like you can see mine here. You can imagine this carpet is just typical pure green Azolla. Now step 8, I want you to maintain the system. For continuous production, you must maintain your pond. Add water regularly, add small amounts of manure weekly, remove weeds, prevent contamination. Azolla is easy, but it requires deep attention. If you neglect it, you try like you want to avoid or just to neglect it, it will decline. If you care for it, it will reward you daily. Step 9 is harvesting. Harvesting begins as soon as the surface is fully covered. Like mine here, use a simple sieve or a net. Harvest daily. Put exactly the amount that you need for your chickens. but never remove everything. Leave some behind, because that is your next harvest. Now step 10 is feeding your animals. This is the reward. Feed Azolla to your chickens, to your ducks, to your fish, to your pigs. And here you can mix it with their normal feed, just some amount. Do not replace everything immediately or at once. I want you to introduce it gradually. Watch your chickens. You will notice the difference. You will have healthier, stronger, and more productive chickens. But let me ask you a question. How much are you currently spending on feeds every week? And what if you could cut that cost by half? Would that change your farming life? Of course, yes. If you are serious about reducing feed costs and increasing profits, then don't just watch this video. Take action. Start small, even with a container, but start today. The good thing is that I have enough Azolla which I can supply to you. Just call this number here and I will deliver countrywide.